What's the backstory on your family's migration to New Mexico? Did they come here with the conquistadors or the military, for the climate, or for a job like I did? Whatever it was, stories like that are what the Threads of Memory exhibit that just wrapped up at the New Mexico History Museum in Santa Fe has been all about. The exhibit tracked the first 100 years of Spain's explorations in North America. And Christine Bustos Roybal is one of 4 people whose family story was chosen among those submitted to the Museum of Threads of Memory winners. And we're very excited to welcome you today to New Mexico Style. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's very exciting because there are so many people who are so proud of their heritage here in New Mexico, and to be one of 4 winners selected, that's got to be a really great feeling.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
You were?
I thought more people would enter, but...
Well, you were obviously a standout, and that's really exciting. So tell us a little bit about your family history so that we can share it with the public.
The picture I submitted was my grandfather, Francisco Jurado.
Okay.
And then my grandmother, Guadalupe Nava Minas.
Okay.
And the Jurados were here in 1680. But then,
1680?
Yes.
Wow.
So they left New Mexico when the Pueblos Indians revolted against the Spanish rule.
Oh, wow.
So they left New Mexico and they went to El Paso, and then some went to Chihuahua, Mexico.
Okay.
So,
and then did their family come back here, and then that's how you ended? Were you born here?
No, I'm from California.
Oh, okay. So you lived in California.
Yeah.
Where in California?
Los Angeles.
Okay, I lived there as well. So when did you come back to New Mexico?
About 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So they went from Chihuahua to El Paso, California, and then we came back again.
Well, it seems like everybody has that story when they leave. One of the other winners, in fact, that was here the other day, her family ended up migrating over to California, and they came back too. And that seems to always be the stories that I hear.
Yes.
Everybody wants to come back.
Yes.
And what was it about New Mexico that really made your family
probably
want to be
weather.
here? The weather?
Yeah.
You can't beat it, can you? Even when it's cold, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, and the sun comes out when it's, cold and melts the snow. It's
Absolutely.
really nice.
Well, tell me a little bit more about your family history, because I think it's so interesting to people to hear this rich history that you have. I mean, 1600s, to settle here in the 1600s, it's a big deal.
Right. My grandmother's background's a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
Her family, she came from a line of governors.
Okay.
I think it was her uncle was appointed by the King and Queen of Spain, and he was actually a Spanish governor.
Wow.
And this was New Spain. So their family's a little bit easier to trace because they're all in the history books. So.
That's amazing, though.
Yes.
And are any of your grandparents still alive?
No, they're not alive.
So did you know them at all?
No, but we know all the family. We keep in touch.
Do you have a big family?
Yeah, a big family.
And I guess everybody's really proud of you right now. I want to see if we could show those photos, because these pictures, I mean, gosh, he looks like Frank Sinatra.
Actually, that's my dad.
What a handsome man. That's your dad?
Yeah, that's my father.
Oh, he's so handsome. And what did your dad do?
My dad was an interpreter for the federal courts here, but he's no longer working. He's retired.
And now you work for the court system as well. And I want to see also we'll show a few more of the pictures, because I think it would be nice for us to be able to show your family, because you actually submitted pictures. Now, who is this?
This is my mother, Julia.
Gosh, you have a beautiful family. She looks like Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, this is like the star-studded family. Absolutely gorgeous. And what does she do?
My mother, she's pretty much a homemaker.
Okay.
She is a nutritionist.
She's a nutritionist?
Yes.
Wow, we could use her this time of year, that's for sure. And then now the actual picture that you submitted for the win was what?
It's a picture of my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother.
Okay, so if we can get a photo of that, we will definitely get that up. Your great-grandmother and your great-grandfather. I think that is just so. I'm always a little extra touched by these stories, because I've lived in different places throughout my life, and when it came to New Mexico, one of the things that really excited me was the pride in culture. And the fact that people do have such rich history here, and the fact that people that do leave come back.
Yeah.
I just think that's spectacular, and you're another example of that. So are you excited about the win?
I'm excited.
How did they tell you?
By email.
They did?
Yes.
And did you just have to share it? I'm sure you're married as well, so you must have shared it with your husband.
Married.
That's exciting. Oh, and there's the photo that we were waiting for.
There's my grandfather, Francisco Jurado.
Oh, wow. And
now, this picture, he was born in 1859.
Wow.
And this picture was before he married, when he was 29. This is my grandmother, Guadalupe Nava Minus. It's M-A-Y-N-E-S.
Oh,
N-E-S,
wow.
and they changed it to a Z.
She is beautiful. You have a beautiful family, Christine.
She was born in she was born in 1870, so she was 18, and my grandfather was like 29 when they married.
So they had a pretty big age difference.
Yes.
They were 11 years apart.
Yes.
But back in the 1800s, wow, that's amazing. Well, congratulations to you. Of course, Christine's family story was among the 4 that were selected as winners, and each of the winners got a 2-night stay and dinner for 2 at the Hotel St. Francis in Santa Fe, a $50 giant gas station gift card, and culture passes that will admit them to all the New Mexico museums. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for sharing your story. Happy New Year to you, and congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll be back after the break.